Is that what you think of my views? So he was in the mud. That's okay. As you see, right there is Prospect Street. This is Odell Park. The beginning, you see garbage all over the place. Metheads were here. How do I know they're metheads? Well, look at this. Anybody got their laptop stolen? Or it's just going to explode? Okay. So, what do you expect? That's what it is. It is what it is. Now, interesting. You pay attention, you. This morning on CBC, I woke up. Then they were talking about crystal meth and meth heads, how they should be treated with respect in Moncton. So they said the city should spend $1 million a year, I think. Anyway, to have housing project, sort of like a tiny home project we have here, but it's in Fredericton, but it'd be outside the city and blah, blah, blah. So, I was shocked afterward. They said, okay, the next half hour we're going to have Alex Scholten, the owner of the Victory Meat Market, or so-called part owner, and Sara Davidson, the addiction doctor, Sara Davidson, specialist in special, what's it called again? Special addiction person. Anyway, a doctor. So Alex Scholten was very polite. He says, really, I don't support to have a center beside the St. George Middle School because of we had to deal with people with severe, heavy drug addiction and mental illness. And really, and then she says, well, what happened? Then he was being polite. Me, I'm not going to be polite. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on here. Alex Scholten told they were hanging around the Victory Meat Market, the side of the building, and next thing you know, he said, could you please move on? They pulled a knife on him. So twice, pulled a knife on Alex Scholten. Then next thing you know, there's a sort of bouncer, manager, Brian McCarty, heart of gold, used to be a former bouncer. Thank God he's seen God because he would have killed some people. He's very strong. And he used to call them street children. One guy he caught shoplifting, he said, don't come back again. The guy tapped on the door. There was a lineup outside of customers. This guy taps on the door, and what do they see? A guy that they told him not to come back with a pitchfork. A pitchfork. And he was threatening him with a pitchfork. He locked the doors, thank God, because I think Brian would have shoved that pitchfork to you know where. Uh-oh. What did he see? Anybody around here, DOG? That's right, you be the bodyguard. Yeah, you be the bodyguard. Yeah. So anyway, sorry, like I said, we're in the middle of the wood here. What did you see? Could be a meth head in this area. You gotta be careful. So we turned around, he said, the guy threatened him with a pitchfork. Called the police. Police showed up maybe 20 minutes later. But this morning was very interesting was the so-called doctor, Sara Davidson. I only been in Fredericton for 4 years. I knew there was a problem. She's from Ontario. So we're having that arrogant piece of you-know-what from Ontario telling people this is the way you're going to run your business. And she told them, the former abortion clinic is is zoned for medical purpose. Therefore, this is medical. And I am going to buy it. And we're going to add 4th floor to it. And there's not a damn thing that the citizen could do about it. Nothing. In other words, just watch me. And that's what's going to happen. And she said that what they should do, there's a lot of these met heads that want to go to the school, inside the school, and preach to the kids the danger of crystal meth. And some of them are business people. They're going to be entrepreneur. They're going to be well trained in this so-called new setting. New business people, entrepreneur, and what? Selling crystal meth. How to make it better and stronger. You listening to you? Yeah, you just keep on going. So the bottom line here, Alex Scholten was very polite, and she turned around and said his concern was, yeah, it wasn't true. It wasn't true. It's unfounded and all that. Higher up people told me, they won't go public, that Sara Davidson is a liar. And if there's nothing we could do, the old burial ground will be destroyed. They're doing it in Elmwood Drive Cemetery in Milton. They're tearing that cemetery apart. And it's going to be gone. And the middle school, St. George Middle School, she has no concern. She said that would be beautiful for the kids to be educated on crystal meth. So Alex was polite. Me, I won't. To Sara Davidson, go back to Ontario where you belong. Any meth heads around here?